Rolling easy here. Back in the easy garage. Back at you. Okay. I guess a couple videos back I showed you this Matchbox display case I bought. I cleaned it up the best I could for now. And I added some cars to it. And I'll explain the case and how this used to work. But in the meantime, don't forget, subscribe to me. Check me out on my Instagram, rolling_easy. And my TikTok is the same, rolling_easy. And I'll post a link to my eBay in the description. Well, here we go. Here's the case. And this is how it worked. This is not a case you would hang on the wall. If you've seen the video, I got it damaged. There was a little damage up here in the corner, half of that, when I purchased it. And it had a little crack, but it got busted up. And for the meantime, I just used some clear tape. This whole side was good when I purchased it, but it came in shipping and got busted. And also down there, got all busted up. So I patched it up. I got it for a decent price. I can't complain, and I'm not sending it back. These are very rare. What these were these were store counter display cases. And the cars would sit in there, and they all had numbers. Like number 1, number 2, number 3. And they would sit on the countertop in the mom and pop toy stores. And you would tell them what number you want. They only went to 75. Matchbox made 75 cars every year. And then they had a couple blanks, I guess for overflow or something. And then what you would do, if you notice, this does not hang on the wall. It's very, very thick, very wide. So it wouldn't hang on the wall. This is for you new collectors. If you haven't seen one of these, you would tell the store clerk the number car you wanted. Say you wanted number 34, or let's say 38. You would ask him for it, and he would come back here, and here's what the back of the case looks like. And it's got these little, there you go, made by Lindsay Corporation. And it's got these little slots. And he would open it up, and this is just a box for reference. But he would pull out the little Matchbox, how they came in the box. And then you would purchase that. So you could stack them. He could stack them 2 here or 2 here and stack them. They'd be all full. And that was how we used to buy our cars. This case, well, I remember buying them from the probably the 70s, 80s. So I filled this case with a lot of 70s and 80s cars. And a few of these I had purchased brand new myself. So let's see, a lot of these are my personal cars. I'm going to pull this glass up, take it out of the way. It's plexiglass. Now let's go through the cars and see what I put in there. Just some of my favorite castings from that era. These are all, I know the video is going to be dark, but it's a thick case and the lighting doesn't show it very well. These are like late 70s, early 80s models. I'm not going to name them off, but I'll show you a few of them. This one's really cool because it's like a pop-up dragster car, and there's a variation on the bottom row. Now that car I actually bought, that was my personal. I remember opening that car up, the Lee car. A couple of rare models. There was another one, the Thunder, that Ford, I guess it's a LTD. LTD, yeah, I don't know. But that was my personal. A couple more. I have this car pretty much mint somewhere. That was from my personal collection. That's a filler for now until I find it. And I actually opened that car up myself from when I was a kid. A couple more models. You can see had the door opening features. Matchbox had a lot of that. There's a kooky car with looks like a bent wheel. There's a NASCAR. That was from my collection when I was a kid, when I was a child. A couple more. Trash truck. This was mine when I was younger. Very young. Probably from the 70s. And I played with it to death. I'd like to upgrade it, but I love it because it was mine. The Boss Mustang. Little kooky looking car there. This one I picked up probably last year, the year before. A little Volkswagen Bug. Flea market find. Here's an oddball kooky car right there, and I'll show you. I got a variation down there. Kind of a mistake. Mercury Cougar. Love that car. That thing's almost mint. I paid up for that. I bought it because I remember playing with one when I was younger, but I didn't have mine. Indy car, fire truck. That was one of mine, personal. I opened. A little stake bed truck, Ford Mustang, minty condition. Firebird. That was another one I opened from my personal younger days. Here's another one. A lot of these, that's why they're in this case. They're real personal to me. I remember opening those cars, and those were actually mine. Here's one I bought, another yard sale flea market. Little stickers coming up on it. Banger. Another Mustang. I know the lighting's a little dark, but I had no place to put this and to show you guys with good lighting, but I wanted to show it to you. I'm going to move this off to the red line room in the house. Not that they're red lines, but I need to get it out of this room. Another Indy car. A Ford truck. Camper. I did have that camper mint. Or not mint, but I had one nicer than that. I don't know what happened to it. Bought that somewhere. Let's see, what else we got here? Or we'll just whip through this real quick. Hear my wife calling on the phone.